Hi everyone, Sandra Vail here at Homesteading Ways, and welcome to the second episode in the cooking series, Simple Suppers. Tonight we're going to be making a creamy, delicious chicken and corn chowder. Okay, in this pot I have 1 pound of ground chicken and 1 small onion chopped. Now, I like ground chicken, and I can always get it cheaper than I can ground beef. But if you don't happen to have any, that's fine. Go ahead and use a pound of, chicken breasts or thighs or whatever chicken you have on hand. Now, if it's raw, go ahead and cut it up into little bite-sized pieces and then cook it how I am right here. If it's not raw, if you say, for instance, have leftover rotisserie chicken or barbecue chicken or whatever kind of cooked chicken, then you don't need to do this. What you're going to do is put a little bit of butter in your pan and saute your onions, and when they're almost done, kind of how this chicken's looking right now, then you're going to add, right here I have 1 small red pepper chopped up fairly small. Now you can use a red pepper or a yellow pepper. I wouldn't use green unless that's all you have, because we're looking for this to be a little on the mild side. And also, if you wanted to make this thicker than it's already going to be, then just right around now, maybe put a little butter in here and add, I'd say, 1 to 2 teaspoons of flour, and then cook it up real quick. Otherwise, when your soup is done, you can always add some shredded cheese to it, and that will definitely thicken it up. But for now, I'm just going to keep stirring this up a little bit because I want these peppers to cook just a little bit. So we're going to let this go maybe 2 more minutes before the next step. Okay, it cooked down enough as far as I'm concerned. So, next step is going to be adding our chicken broth. Now, I'm going to be adding about 1 quart, maybe a little, well, 1 quart. I was going to use a little less, but I guess not, so see, I poured it all in there. That's okay. So we're going to let that warm up. Oh, and if you don't have chicken broth, or especially 1 quart of it, go ahead and use water and then just add your bouillon to it. And to that, we are going to be adding a can of evaporated milk. There we go. I'm just going to stir that up a little bit. Then, the spice we're going to be using in this is just a little bit of thyme. Don't we all wish we could have a little extra thyme? This is some that I grew in my garden, so I try to rub it between my fingers as I'm getting it in there, so the pieces are, it's small to begin with, but you don't want to use too much thyme, and so I figure if I rub it a little bit, that'll help disperse it further because it makes it even smaller. So I'd say I did a couple of pinches of it, 2-3 pinches of thyme in there. Putting the rest of this back. I'm just going to stir that up. Now I'm going to let this cook as is for about, not long. Let's say 5 more minutes. Okay, it's been going, I'd say, for 5-6 minutes, And I'm going to add to it a little bit of garlic powder. Now it's up to you how much you want in there. Probably, I'd say half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. Just depends on how much you like garlic, I guess. So now I am going to add my corn, and I'm using a frozen corn, and I'd say I'm putting quite a good amount in there, close to 2 cups. You can add 2 cups or you can add less, just depends on how much you want in there. But I like corn, and it just, you know, it's a corn chowder with chicken, so I want to make sure there's plenty in there. But now you can use canned corn too, or fresh, you know, whichever you happen to have. It'll need a little bit longer cooking, not much with the frozen, and maybe with fresh as well. But other than that, you're not going to change much with this. And I'm going to turn the heat down a bit, and I'm going to let this simmer to kind of get those flavors melting together. And I'm going to let it go for 15-20 minutes. Okay, you guys, this soup is ready. Turning it off. And even though it's still piping hot and Paul's not home yet, I'm thinking I'm going to sneak just a little bit, you know, just to test it out. Because it smells so good and it looks really good. And so I'll just have a little bit before he gets home. Anyhow, there you have your chicken and corn chowder. I hope you make it. I hope you love it. If you do, please let me know. If you make a soup similar to this, let me know. Let everybody know about it down in comments. Let's see, you know, how you do yours maybe a little differently, and we can all learn from each other. That would be great. Thumbs up if you liked the video. That would be really nice of you. And subscribe if you haven't already. That would be awesome too. Anyhow, it was nice talking to you guys, and you take care.